Hey everybody, it's me, Chef Mick. This is Cooking for the Boys. Welcome back. Last day of March 2010, but more importantly, last week before Easter. That means we got Good Friday coming up, and the meal today is going to make your Good Friday into a great Friday meal. Now, today we're going to do shrimp Diavlado, okay? Deviled shrimp. And all that means is we're going to make it hot. We're going to throw some shrimp, we're going to saute a little bit, but we're going to saute it with some good stuff to make it hot. First thing we're going to use, jalapenos. Okay, I've got one jalapeno, one chopped up right here. All right, we're also going to use tomato. I've got tomato right here. This is aroma tomato. You can use your favorite. A little bit of yellow onion, and a little bit of, I'm throwing some mushrooms in. Now mushrooms don't have the heat to it, but it does add some body to the dish. And these are just some button mushrooms that I've cut up. Really nice. Of course, along with onion, you're going to use a little bit of garlic. Okay, I have this already. I didn't feel like cutting up a lot, so I'm just going to use what's in the jar already. Got to get our fire going, guys. Always got to get that fire going. Fire. Haha. Look, I made fire. Woo. Okay. To the fire, we're going to add olive oil. That's right. Let's add a little bit of olive oil to our pan. Okay, not a lot. I didn't put a whole bunch on there, and I'm going to have to close the olive oil later, so we're going to leave it open right there. Now, what do we want to do? Well, first of all, let's spread this olive oil around. Let's realize that shrimp cooks very, very fast. In this case, we're going to make shrimp. We're going to put it on something. If you're going to cook this right now and you're trying to serve it tonight, make sure you have something to put it on. I have already cooked my angel hair pasta. We're going to put mine on angel hair pasta. You want to do that? You want to use the rice? You want to use linguine? You want to use something else? That's fine. That's up to you. But make sure it's ready if you're going to be serving this right away. If you're just watching to learn, then check this out. First thing we want to throw in there, onions. This yellow onion, it takes longer to saute. It takes longer to get to where we want it to go. Let's put that as the first one in there. Shrimp cooks very, very fast, okay? Let's get something flat just to push things around. And like we always say, guys, salt it and pepper it. Okay? But we're going to salt and pepper everything, so we're going to be fine. Okay? The shrimp does not take long to cook. Mushrooms don't take long. The onion and the garlic is what we have to worry about. Now, so you're saying, okay, Chef, you're making, that's a good amount. You're making shrimp Diavlado, but you're only putting in jalapenos. Isn't that just saying, you know, jalapeno shrimp? Well, yes and no. I'm also going to use the standard crushed red pepper. Okay? Now, this is hot enough as it is. And if you only use this, it would be enough. Sometimes you pick up a jalapeno, especially these that have not been pickled. Sometimes you pick them up and they don't turn out to be hot. They're mediums. They're, you know, they're mild. They're not very hot all the time. So you don't always get a very spicy shrimp. So in order to correct that, or in order to make sure you do, use this. This is just the crushed red pepper, and it's going to be delicious. All right, here we go. Oh, yes. You can hear it. I can smell it. This stuff is ready to go. Now, let's throw a little bit of tomato in there. Okay? The tomato, we're going to throw it in here. This is just, aside from a little body, the tomato actually adds a lot of color too. You know, our food has to look good. It has to look presentable. So, we got nice color to it. Let's throw the jalapenos in. There you go. Oh, look at this. Now, you're looking at this and you're saying, okay, onions, garlic, jalapenos, tomatoes. Actually, this is a good basis for a lot of Mexican food. But when you look at it, it's all Mediterranean anyway. It's the Spanish, the Italians, everybody that came over to the New Worlds and landed in Mexico or landed in the U.S., they all brought this with them anyway. This is all Mediterranean. That's why the pasta goes so well with it. That's why rice will go fine with it, because that's what we are here. Now, the thing we have to be careful with is over salting. Okay? I don't mind throwing pepper in it, but if you throw too much salt in it, then people are going to have a hard time eating it. Ow. Now, before we throw the mushrooms are going to cook a lot faster than the shrimp. And this shrimp is frozen still. Okay? Now, you buy whatever shrimp you need. If you're going to feed a lot of people, this is a 51-60 count. Okay? 51 to 60 shrimp per pound is the count here. Okay, this is not, I mean, this is a good size for a group of 6 to 8 people. But if you're going to have a large family coming over, don't be afraid to go out and buy the, you know, the salad shrimp, you know, the smaller stuff. Don't be afraid of it, because it's just for flavoring. You don't need to, it's not going to be something that you're doing like a shrimp boil where you're going to pull them and peel them out, you know, pull them out and peel them. It's just, you know, to add body to your thing. It's for the flavoring. So go ahead and use the salad shrimp, which are the 90 to 120 counts, you know, or the small ones like that. And you can buy a couple of bags of those, make a huge pot of this, throw a bunch of pasta together, let everybody come out and serve themselves, and you're going to be covered. Okay? If you want a little bit different taste than just the olive oil, you know, you've seen me do it before. You'll see me do it again. Here's the shrimp cooking very fast, and this was out of a frozen state, mind you. Okay? Let's go ahead and throw in. Let's go and throw in our mushrooms. If you want a little bit different taste, do not be afraid to put a little bit of butter in, and with your olive oil. That's all right. You want extra flavor, you want a different variety, you can use a different variety. The red bell peppers, the green or the yellow bell peppers, you want to throw an extra flavor and extra colors. I had to think for a second. You see me thinking? Woo! It went like that. Okay. Go ahead. Red pepper flakes. No, you know, just a little bit. You don't have to go crazy with it. Red pepper flakes. And man, now all we're doing, we're cooking until the shrimp is ready, and it'll be ready before my camera turns off, I promise you. Okay? And this is from a frozen state. Remember, because it's from a frozen state, it's also bringing in and melting and bringing in a little bit of moisture for me. If you don't like the extra moisture, then make sure you've thought it out. If you like the extra moisture and you have fresh shrimp that's not going to bring it into you, use a little bit of the pasta water from your angel hair or whatever pasta you make, and you're going to be just fine. It's still cooking. It came from a frozen state. If it wasn't frozen, the shrimp would be ready by now. Doesn't matter. Also, do not be afraid to add some cheese, Parmesan cheese, which is what you would put on a lot of your dishes anyway. I'll get my grater up. Hello, hello. There you go. Throw that over there. Now throw some grated cheese on there. Okay, I hate to be... There you go. A little bit like that. Throw it around, get that flavor going there. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I give you a very nice, spicy, like I said, this has a little bit more liquid than you normally would because it came from frozen state. Shrimp Diavlado. Now, what are we going to do? How are we going to plate this? Well, that's very simple. We got our plate. Throw a little bit of pasta on our plate. Ta-da! A little bit of pasta on our plate, just like that. Grab some shrimp Diavlado. Flip it, flip it. Oh, this one does not appear to be. There you go. Flip it. There you go. Grab some shrimp Diavlado. Put it on top. Throw a little extra cheese on there. If you like it really spicy, a dash more of your red pepper flakes. Ladies and gentlemen, shrimp Diavlado. Chef Mick. Remember, if you know how to cook, you can marry for looks. This is Cooking for the Boys. Hit me up, send me an email. Just say hi, watch the videos, and watch all the ones I did before. Love you guys.